Welcome to Institute of Politics YouTube channel. I'm James and I'll be the host on this channel. We're going to discuss your political trends, political analysis, and worldwide events. Today with me, Ruslan Bortnik, political expert, political scientist, and the director of Ukrainian Institute of Politics. Thank you for joining me today.
It is pleasure for me. Thank you, James, for the invitation.
We're going to talk today about the peace summit that have been happening in the 15th and 16th of June. And I just want to start with a very simple question before we get into breaking the summit into points. In your personal opinion, what was the most important thing that happened during this summit and why?
The most important thing was, I think, it's a change in of rhetoric, political rhetoric of Ukrainian side. And these changes are really dramatic for Ukrainian international policy. I will show you it somewhere later. Just imagine in 2022, in the fall of 2022, Ukrainian president issued order which prohibited any straight negotiation with the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin. Official order. That order was provided by the decision of the National Security Council of Ukraine, which was packed on the order of the president of Ukraine. And after 2022, Ukrainian official position, international Ukrainian position was no talks with Russia, no straight talks with Russia, no talks with Putin. And now in this summit, we see the special communique where are 2 points in each of them described the situation of necessity and willingness to the future negotiations between all the sides. So this peace summit was very important because it gave for Ukraine the opportunity to go from the second hall, from the non-official yard to the negotiation stage again, because we made
just a simple question: why couldn't they cancel that order inside Ukraine?
Because it looked like a capitulation of Ukraine. Just imagine if Ukrainian president makes this decision. It means Russia then called in the Russian mass media that Ukraine capitulated. Look, they are ready to, they lost their positions, Ukrainian positions. They are ready to take our peace formula. They are ready to take our amendments. So it could look like Ukrainian political capitulation.
Weakness.
So Ukraine made it another way. Now we made a coalition, international coalition, this peaceful summit. 78 or 77 countries, because few countries was dropped off, a few countries came on, and now this all general international coalition insist of negotiation in the future between all the sides, and it means Russian side also. We made this secondary road, hidden road to the future negotiation, which was closed before, which was closed due to the Ukrainian presidential order from 2022. So the international coalition and this second road, additional road, these are 2 main results and consequences of this summit.
China has decided not to participate. Why?
2 reasons also. The first, more official reason, because Russia is not invited, and because no other plans were under estimation in this summit. But China has its own plan, peaceful plan, and China wanted to present this plan on this summit. But it's only the first block, official block. But the hidden block of reasons is because China also wants to be a main arbiter, a main negotiator, mediator between Ukraine and Russia. China doesn't want to give this role for Switzerland and other countries. China is also a competitor for this international role, and it's kind of geopolitical selfish, maybe. So these two main reasons which led this country to the decision to don't participate in this peaceful summit.
The first reason that you've mentioned, it's because Russia wasn't invited. That's actually a good point, but if we open it up, why Russia wasn't invited to a peaceful negotiation about a potential peace or a ceasefire between the countries?
It was because this summit, this stage of this negotiation is not about the peaceful negotiation between the sides. This stage is zero stage, not one, but zero stage about the creation of international coalition and about the about the building of the basic principles of the future negotiation. It's a zero stage. It's not anyway.
On the Western side, you mean that the Western side is prepping their position?
West. Because the main scary for Ukrainian president, which he called a few months ago, it's scary when in the West will appear a new ideas of peaceful negotiation, new plans. And this summit is also important with the collaboration and unification of all attitudes between Ukraine and her Western allies.
What do you think, if you mentioned that this is phase 0 of negotiation and it's just Ukraine and its allies prepping their foundation and their position in the future negotiation, when and how will be hold phase 1 of negotiation between the sides that are conflicting?
Ukraine proposed so-called not straight negotiation. It's a model which we used before on the grain deal, when Ukraine negotiated with the United Nations and mediator countries, and Russia did the same. Russia negotiated with the United Nations and the mediator countries. It's not Ukrainian invention because United States made such model of negotiation for negotiation with Iran before, about Iranian nuclear deal. Maybe Ukraine proposed this model for negotiation in the future, not only straight negotiation between Zelensky and Putin. It's impossible for them now because they said a huge amount of very hard things about each other. For them, straight negotiations, it means to lose his face before his internal audience, before their societies. So, but these negotiations through mediators is quite possible, and Ukraine proposes this model nowadays also.
Right, got it. Thank you for your comments today, and
thank you. It was a pleasure for me.
Likewise, thank you.
Bye-bye.